So we're on the Aberglassan Pass. This is one of our favourite walks from Bedgullet. Runs right along the river. And it's a lovely blue sky morning, nice and early, so we thought we'd head out and head down the river while it was quiet. So it's a little bit slippy and it's a little bit rough terrain, but it's...
Maybe just get tight hold of them.
Yeah, I'll keep tight hold of them on this bit. River is really quite full. It was wet all day yesterday, so the river's quite full. It is a little bit scrambly, this walk, in parts, isn't it, Ez? A little bit scrambly in parts. Scruffy's first time down the Aberglassan Pass. Good lad. Yeah, it is a little bit scrambly, but there is actually a walkway that they've made, and there's a couple of difficult bits that they've put posts and things to help you. Like this little bit here, they've put a couple of handles and things to help you on the walk. But it is really picturesque walk. It's even better when the river's full. It's in there, Scruff. I think it's an old mining cave, old mining slate mine. Don't fancy going in, put it that way.
Don't nearly put me and him in there.
Good boy, Scruff.
He's not that graceful.
No, like you.
Yeah.
I'll take the dog for a bit. It's been a lovely morning. What's that?
Ready for our breakfast?
Yeah, worked up an appetite there, haven't we? So we're just heading towards a Gullet grave. So we're in Bedgullet, and one of the reasons it gets the name Bedgullet is because
it's very sad.
It says, yeah, Esmond doesn't like the story really. It's the faithful dog Gullet. I think it was Prince Llewellyn something was out on a hunt, and he came back to find his most faithful dog, blood dripping from his mouth, Gullet, and his son had been killed. And he thought that the dog, his baby son, I think 1 or 2, he thought had killed the dog. So he plunged his sword into Gullet.
Oh, that was a very descriptive word.
Killed him, and then he went later or somewhere into another room and found that a big wolf that Gullet had actually killed. And he realised that Gullet had actually protected his son, and he'd killed the faithful Gullet. And the story goes that he was that remorseful. He never smiled again, and he never got over the
it's a little bit traumatic.
It's a little bit. It is a little bit sad. So we're just going towards Gullet's grave, and the reason it's Bedgullet is that this is the resting place of Gullet. is
Apparently so.
the faithful dog. But it's a folklore story. I don't know whether it actually happened, but it's a good story, I suppose, and it gets people to remember the place.
Yeah, it's really happy.
Funnily enough, Scruffy looks. What type of dog was Galette?
Irish wolfhound.
He's an Irish wolfhound, and Scruffy looks.
I thought that was.
Oh, there he is.
I've just got the shock of my life. I didn't know what it was. What's that, Scruffy?
There is faithful Galette.
What's that, Scruffy? What's that? Look, who's that?
And Scruffy does look surprisingly like Galette. A little bit smaller.
It's okay.
You got a shock.
Real.
Good boy. So we're just coming up now. This is the final resting place
For this very happy story.
of faithful Galette. And you can see there. Shall I read it out what it says?
I mean, it might take a while.
In the 13th century, Llewellyn, Prince of the North of Wales, had a palace at Bedgalert. One day he went hunting without Galette, the faithful hound, who was unaccountably absent on Llewellyn's return, and the truant, stained and smeared with blood, joyfully sprang to meet his master. The prince, alarmed, hastened to find his son, and saw the infant's cot empty, the bedclothes and floor covered with blood. Frantic father plunged, see, I said the word plunged,
Yeah, it's
plunged
just not a nice word.
his sword into the hound's side, thinking it had killed his heir. The dog's dying yell was answered by the child's cry. Llewellyn searched and discovered his boy unharmed. Oh, I got that bit wrong, unharmed. But nearby lay the body of a mighty wolf, which Galette had slain. The prince, filled with remorse, is said never to have smiled again. He buried Galette here. The spot is called Bedgalert.
Very nicely read.
So quite a sad story, but
A little bit. It's alright, Scruffy.
are you traumatised,
He looks
son?
all sad.
Morning, campers. So it was a very, very wet night last night. All night. Morning, Scruff. Literally rained non-stop all night. So we were, and very windy. So we were. I mean, the awning's still up. It's lost a little bit of structural integrity, I think. And it's meant to rain all day today. So we're going to go into the village. And some family are renting a cottage there, so we're going to seek refuge in the cottage. But one of the things we've realised is the awning that we've got. It's a peg one, so we peg it down and then peg the parts there into the floor, which hold it onto the side. So it's not a drive away one. So unfortunately, we're going to have to take the awning down.
You can't drive away.
You can't drive away, which is one of the major flaws with this particular awning. I think it's a Van Gogh Byron. So the next thing on the agenda is to look for a new awning that we can drive away. Because we're going to have to take it down and then drive off. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to take this down and then head into the village. There's me choosing from my favourite ice cream shop in Bedgalert, the famous Glass and Ices. Do you want some ice cream, Scruff?
What'd you get? Vanilla.
Oh, bar and vanilla. Turkish delight. Oh, very nice. Oh, and the sun's come out for you as well.
That's lovely. You're missing out.
Look at us, the two barons. Oh, he's looking at that. He wants that. Oh, nearly a really good shot, that man. I think Damon's had too much to drink. I think.
Anything you want to say?
Sorry, Damon. I'll edit that out. See if I've got it.